I'm Terri Bisgrove. I'm from Amherst, Ohio. We were kind of debating on whether or not to get a dog, and I finally talked him into letting me get one. I've always loved German Shepherds since I was a little girl. We found out that there was this purebred rescue organization out in Dayton, Ohio. So we started looking up dogs, and all of a sudden I saw this picture of this dog, and I knew that I had to have her, and that was Athena.
When Athena first got brought home, I wasn't like super crazy about her.
I was scared to death. Well, she looked big, and I wasn't used to German Shepherds.
She's definitely, grown on me.
So we went to pick her up, and that was sweetest day of '09, so she was my sweetest day gift, or both of ours actually.
I was afraid of dogs my whole life, but once I got to know Athena, it's a baby.
So we decided, well, we need to get another dog then. In Sandusky, that we saw Hannah. We saw a picture of Hannah. It was beautiful. So she was only 6 months old, so I made the phone call. They said that Hannah was going to be put down in a week.
She was just really timid. She was really sketched out all the time. She didn't want anybody to get too close or scratch her or love her or anything. And then, she, after a little bit of time went by, she finally got the feeling of like, okay, like they love me. They're not going to hurt me, and maybe I can love them back.
She comes walking in the house, and she sees Athena. They just kind of like looked at each other, and they started playing.
Once she did that, she was the biggest lover dog. Like she would, you start petting her, she'd get her little kickstart leg going.
February of 2015, my cousin got a promotion, and they could no longer keep their 10-month-old German Shepherd. And we had always said, doesn't work out, let us know. Well, we got the call.
When you got Rock, he was a big dog. He was big. I didn't know how Hannah and Athena were going to adjust to him.
Rock is mommy's baby. Rock follows me everywhere, and I mean everywhere.
He's just a big baby, and he's definitely your dog. Yeah, he loves you to death because he's always around you.
Hello, little boy. Oh, I know. Stop it. Rock, come on, baby. That's my good boy. Out of my three wonderful babies, Athena, we call her Theen Bean, and Theen Bada Bean, and Theeny Weenie.
She could be anywhere in the house, and as soon as I lay down, she knows. Then she gets up, you hear her little old bones creak. She gets up, she runs over as fast as she can, and she bathes my entire head. But she's like my surrogate mother.
She always brings you that damn ball. She always wants you to throw the ball, bring it to you, throw it again, bring it to you, and it's all wet, and oh my God.
I almost said she's mine, but I'm hers. She's like, that's my human, my property. I will do with him as I please. Nobody else is allowed to.
And then Hannah, there's Hannah Banana, Nan Bug, and Hannah Bear.
Oh, Hannah ate all the poop. All the poop.
When you walked in the house, she would bark like a crazy woman.
She'd bring up little frozen turd sickles up the steps and just kind of drop them off there to us. She's like, maybe I'll go help Dad pick up poop. And she would just eat it, and then she'd recycle it back to us.
And then we have Rock. We call him Rock Rick, Rickety Dick.
Rock's a food addict.
Rock knows when it's breakfast and when it's dinner, and when it's snack time. If anybody's eating, he has to let you know he's there.
He's just tall enough to get his nose right over the edge of the island, and he's just like, yeah.
I like cereal. I like donuts. It's like, yes, Rock, we know you do. They know what time it is for treats. Every night, they know what time it is. And if you forget what time it is, they'll remind you. They each have their own personality.
Out of the three dogs and the three of us, my mom, Michael, and myself, it would be myself and Athena, Rock and my mom, and then it was Hannah and Michael.
Well, we got Hannah in 10, May of 10. She was 6 months old, and she had just turned 10, and then 3 days later got sick. And then it was the means to an end.
When she passed, it hurt.
Well, we had our birthdays. My husband and I are born on the same day, so Hannah didn't really have a birthday. They just knew she was born in the very end of October. So we gave her our birthday. We just kind of celebrated all together. We had the birthday celebration at the house over the weekend. I told my husband Hannah wasn't feeling good. I had an appointment with her at the vet on Monday. She went to the vet. They did blood work on her and everything was good. 7 hours later, we let her outside to go to the bathroom, and it was only like 8 o'clock, and she fell over the bush. Jordan noticed. He goes, Mom, we better get her to the hospital. And I knew this, and I was afraid at the same time. So we put her in the car. We took her to the vet, and they got her in. And I'm waiting for the vet to come, for him to come in and say, well, it's this. He goes, she's not doing good. He said she's bleeding internally. We had to make the decision, do the surgery, save our baby. And she started giving me a look. It's this stare. She was telling me she was ready. So then we ended up calling a gentle farewell. And that was kind of the hardest thing ever, because that's when you know. That's when you know it's gonna be forever. We were all there with her. And while she was passing, stroking her and telling her it's gonna be okay, even though we weren't okay. It bothered me so much. I cried every single day like crazy. I was having a really hard time with it. And then it was probably 4 weeks later, I had this dream, and it was so freaking real. All 3 dogs were in the end cage, and they were all jumping up like happy. And Hannah was so happy. And it was like, she was like, Mommy, I'm okay. I'm okay. I guess when you start taking care of babies, you learn how to love them. You learn how to take them to the vet. You look up stuff about them, but you really don't look at the things that are going to go wrong when it comes toward the end of the life, because you're having too much fun with them now. Dogs don't ask for anything. They just want your love. They want your attention. People can be so critical. People can be so mean, but then you come home at the end of the day, and no matter what you've been put through, whether you've had the worst day ever or the best day ever, those noses are waiting for you the minute you open that door. They put something special in your life that you just can't put your finger on. Of course, we know it's love, but it's more than that. It's just more than that.